Hi, I'm Dr. Jeremy Frederick, a practicing physician and an anesthesiologist with about 2 decades of experience. I get asked a lot about help with IVs. Here are a few tips I've picked up over the years that can help beginners and even advanced beginners. X-ray technician Jamel is demonstrating the most common problem I see, which is also the easiest to fix. Sit your patient up so their heart is above the target vein. Next, your own body position matters. Get yourself comfortable in a chair. Do not squat, kneel, or sit on a hard floor, as these will cause your hands to shake sooner. Next, make sure you always have a sharps container right within reach for safety and for ease. Nurse David's arm will demonstrate the importance of a tourniquet. First of all, do not use gloves because they slip. Use a real tourniquet, but do not pull the knot all the way through. Shortly, we will see how important it is to be able to do as many tasks as possible with only one hand. This will allow you to work alone and reduce the chances of workplace needle sticks. This is everything I use to place an IV, but if you're a beginner watching this video, you should also use gloves and have 4x4s. Whatever tools in your kit you decide to use, make sure they are all set up to be handled with one hand before you begin. Scrub Tech Brianna's arm demonstrates why you shouldn't look for a vein before first placing a tourniquet. It should only take a few seconds to swell a vein, but during that time, you can make sure that you have everything within reach for one hand, including and especially your sharps container. Use your fingers to palpate, and you can often find a vein that was previously difficult to see. As you can see now, we have an excellent target rising. I also have a couple tricks I call the 1-finger flick and the 3-finger spank to help raise a vein and make it slightly more inflamed and easier to see. Alcohol should always be the last thing that touches your target. If your IV angiocath has a safety button, make sure it is facing up. Before we finally take the plunge, remember that IV placement is essentially 2 steps. You first find the vein with an end of a needle and then advance a catheter into that vein. Starting at a less acute angle will ease your transition from finding the vein to insertion. A critical thing that will help you is to put traction with your left thumb on the skin so the vein doesn't roll as much. Use that flat angle we talked about, advance the needle under the skin gently, and move very slowly as you look for the vein. Once in, I usually twist the catheter to ensure there's no resistance before advancing. Advance the catheter as far as it will go. Then, with your left thumb, hold compression in the correct place. That's at the end of the catheter, not at the end of where you see the IV. Now, with that IV extension, also called a hep lock, that you got ready for one-handed use, you are rewarded. Twist it very tightly, and your IV is set, ready to be taped in. More rewards come from our preparation, as we have a tegaderm ready to lay down, and the process is essentially done. Now here's me doing it in real time. The last thing to touch is alcohol, a flat angle with my needle and catheter, advanced slowly under the skin. I have blood flash, I twist the catheter, I advance, release with one hand, 1 finger stops the blood flow. We twist tightly and apply our tape. Join us at Anescribe for apps that are free or low cost to help build bridges with your patients.